Hello, my name is Damn Good. I'm the current field marshal for the Allied troops in the Eastern Alliance in Duckoleon. If you are watching this and you aren't from the Duckoleon community, please join. We are a great group of lads, and we love history, we love war, and we love ducks. So please join if you're given. So I'd like to rank the various maps that are within Duckoleon on a competitive scale, how much fun they are to play generally if you are using them in a sense, in a warfare sense, especially in war mode. So, first up, we have training. Now, training is a very small map, and it doesn't really allow for huge regiment battles that the other maps excel in. So, generally, I'm going to give it below average. I don't think anyone is actually going to play a game on training that isn't just deathmatch. It's a fun map. I love it. If I want to play deathmatch, I'm going there. But besides that, it's completely pointless. Okay, in F tier we have Ceremony. I think this is pretty obvious. Ceremony has nothing going for it because it's not meant to be a map that you fight in. It's for events. And it serves that purpose very well. But based on the way we're judging this, it's going to have to be F tier. It's not very fun to play on. Although it was the first map that I ever played on when I joined Duckoleon, so I have a soft spot for it. We're going to save Leipzig for the end, so next up we have Talver. Now, Talver is very new, and I am quite I'm quite indifferent towards it currently. On one hand, you have incredibly unique map with use of the interesting use of cliffs that Jaegers can completely excel in. But on the other hand, it seems very Jaeger-sided, and the Cav sort of just becomes pointless here because there's not a whole lot of cover for them to work with. They sort of just lose their effectiveness with all the rugged terrain and the and the range that the Jaegers are given. As a Jaeger's commander, I'm fine with this, but I prefer a map that allows for multiple types of playing and doesn't give too much power to a specific branch or a specific company. Additionally, the arty position at spawn 1 is completely overpowered. You can basically control all of town very easily, and the opposing team who spawns in on team 2 has nothing to really counter it with. I love playing on this map. I know I'm gonna have to get used to it, playing with it, especially for future battles, but it's going in B tier. Now we're going to Allow. Now, Allow is slept on. It it's really slept on. It's probably one of my favorite maps, simply because it gives a lot of options, and it's a bit bland, but there's sort of a level of creativity that spurs from the blandness. You have a sort of dead space in the center, and everyone fights around the flanks to sort of get an advantage on the opponent's spawn. The artillery is powerful in this position, but balanced. People fight for key positions that I always love to see in a strong competitive map. You don't really get that in Talvar because most people know that the town isn't very useful for defense or offense generally, and you always have artillery going there. Allow is balanced all the way around. It's a perfect map in the sense that not one side has an advantage over the other. So it's an A tier on that regard. It is completely competitively viable. And then Leipzig, my beloved, S tier. What can I say about this map that hasn't already been said before? It has beautiful use of hills. Instead of it just being a flat field, you have a ton of hills that allow for decent cover for people to pop in and out, a ton of structures for people to work around, flanks that are useful and interesting and unique that allow for different modes of attack, especially through the dense forests or the wheat fields. All the wheat fields. The town is very important to hold on to, unlike Talvera. and I just think it's it's just an amazing map. There's nothing to change here. Um, so that is the ranking. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. God bless you all. Join Prussia.